morning. WGTV Today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning.
Good morning. It is February 4th. Can you believe that? President's Day will be sometime this month.
Yes, it will be.
Yes, it will. But we have a lot of other stuff. So Valentine's Day, it's on the 14th this year.
That's right.
That's what
this is Black History Month.
Black History Month. Speaking of that, Black History Month, February will be a busy month at the Senior Center for Black History Month as they celebrate. Wednesday, February 13th at 10:30. They're going to have exhibitions and information on local black leaders, as well as refreshments being served on the first 3 Tuesdays of February at 10:30 each morning. Each of those Tuesdays, they're going to run a Black History Trivia Challenge. Oh boy, there you go. Plans are in the process to have Saturday programming involving music and dance. The programs are free and open to the public at 2001 East Ash Street, the Senior Center here in Goldsboro, Wayne
That's
County.
right. Well, you know, on today's show, Wayne, we have guest Mike Haney.
Mike.
That's right, and he is from, would you like to tell him?
Well, he's from the Wayne County Development Alliance office, and
exactly.
He and I talked one day, a couple of days ago, and Mike has brought a lot of great information that is really good information and good news for Wayne County.
A lot about economic development.
I'm telling you, it's what
our
makes
community.
That's what keeps us going here in Wayne County.
That's right.
It's good information, and we'll be talking with Mike here in a few minutes.
We also had an interview with Kevin Johnson from the Wayne County Cooperative Extension.
Kevin,
what is his topic today?
Well, for one thing, John Sanderson has resigned from the Cooperative Extension Service to get back to his family farm, and that leaves a gap. Kevin's going to need some help. He's going to tell you about that here in a little while, but also we're just going to be talking in general about the farming community here in Wayne County, and I tell you what, he's got some numbers that will just really surprise you as to how well we do here in Wayne County in the farming community.
That's right. So stay tuned for all those great interviews. They're coming up soon.
Exactly right.
Let's see. First, we have Classes with Glasses.
Classes with Glasses.
Well,
I drink a lot of water, and what kind of glasses are we talking?
Well, let's see. Picasso portraits.
What?
Oh, let's see. Grab a significant other or a friend for this one because you'll be painting abstract portraits of each other in Picasso-esque style.
Picasso-esque?
Yes.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Yes. That's Friday, February the 8th at 6:30 p.m. The cost is $35 at the Arts Council of Wayne County. Wow, so you'll be painting one another. Interesting. Abstract portraits. That's at the Arts Council, Wayne County, 102 North John Street.
So you're going to paint each other?
Actually paint portraits of one another.
Oh.
In a Picasso-esque style.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, Wayne, stay with it.
So I'm right there with you.
Good gracious.
Yeah, I know.
We talked earlier about, a few days ago actually, about a book discussion that's going on at Wayne Community College.
Oh, yeah.
No, actually it's going to take place at Wayne County Public Library.
The library.
Yes, that is book discussion with Deborah Curl. It's going to take place in the Will Auditorium at Wayne County Public Library on February the 7th. That's a Thursday. That's going to start at 12 p.m. at lunchtime, so from 12 to 1. A light lunch will be offered also, including beverages.
Oh, boy. And the book is Bless Me Ultima.
That's right.
And that is the Wayne County Reads Book of the Year. And hard to believe, this is the 10th book, the 10th year.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And Bless Me Ultima is an interesting book. It's about a young man in New Mexico. It's kind of autobiographical, written by a gentleman by the name of Rudolfo Anaya. And it's an interesting book, and a lot of it is about his struggles as a young man growing up. His mother wanted him to get into the priesthood, and his father wanted him to do something else, and he didn't want to do either of those. He wanted to do something else entirely. So it's and Donna Phillips wouldn't tell me the ending of the book, so I have to read the thing.
Well, that's what you do with books, Wayne.
Oh. Anyway, they're going to be talking about that, and it's going to be an interesting talk there at the Gertrude Wheel Auditorium at the Wayne County Public Library.
Fantastic. You want to talk about that one?
Oh yeah, Dr. Bullard, A.J. Bullard is my buddy. He lives down in the Faison area, south of Mount Olive, and he is an expert, truly an expert in growing things, particularly in fruit trees and that sort of thing, particularly in grasses and reeds and that sort of thing.
Sounds like he specializes in things just in North Carolina as well, and knowing our soil.
Exactly. Primarily North Carolina. He does know the soil, and he will be giving a discussion or giving a talk on medicinal and native plants of the Carolinas. And this will happen on February 12th at 7 p.m. at Moy Library at Mount Olive College in Mount Olive. Again, February 12th, 7 p.m., Dr. A.J. Bullard, Moy Library at the Mount Olive College in Mount Olive. Which makes sense, because they wouldn't have Mount Olive College in Pittsburgh, would they?
No, they would not.
All right.
Monday, February the 4th, today.
Oh, yeah.
At 7 p.m. tonight.
Right.
In Moffett Auditorium at Wayne Community College, New Roots in the Old North State.
Oh.
Dr. Hannah Gill, Assistant Director of the Institute for Study at UNCG.
Yeah.
She's also the author of 2 books on Latino migration to North Carolina. She is co-sponsored by the Cultural Diversity and Global Education Task Force and Wayne County Reads Kickoff.
There you go.
They're going to have a reception with refreshments and an opportunity to meet the speaker, buy her books, and get her to sign that book, North Carolina and Latino Migration Experience, New Roots in the Old North State. The book itself is $17, and Going to Carolina del Norte, Narrating Mexican Migrant Experiences, another book she wrote, and that's $10. So you'll have the opportunity to meet her and to get her to sign those books, chat with her, get your picture made with her, and find out more about her.
Going to Carolina del Norte is Hispanic, or not going to, but Carolina del Norte is North Carolina.
Exactly.
Right, there you go.
That's right. That's tonight, 7 p.m.
And that's going to be good.
It is.
Too. That's going to be good. Well, let's see what else we have here. Oh boy.
Ooh, it's FAFSA Day on Saturday, February the 23rd.
It's what?
FAFSA Day.
FAFSA Day?
That's Financial Aid Professionals, when they help you fill out the FAFSA form, the Federal Assistance Form, for students who want to attend college and would like assistance. For the 2013-2014 year, if you are looking for someone to help you with the assistance, to fill out the assistance program, you can go to Wayne Community College on Saturday, February the 23rd, 9 a.m. until noon. They'll be offering this, and it'll be in the Spruce Building. Signs will direct you where the Spruce Building is. This is all about college financial aid. Let's see. Oh, to actually sign up and register, you'll need to go to www.cfnc.org. cfnc.org, and they'll tell you, it is the College Foundation, and they'll tell you what to bring, what you need to register, and that type thing. But that is Saturday, February the 23rd. Put that on your calendar if you need them.
College is so important.
Absolutely.
Higher learning is so important. Now, college, I feel the experts are beginning to learn college is not for everyone.
No, exactly. Some people need to be technically trained.
Yes, indeed, and I'll tell you what, we need people who are vocationally trained.
Absolutely.
We need plumbers. We need carpenters. We need bricklayers. We need
There's
mechanics.
becoming less and less that do that, and we need to provide that training.
But now, if you do have plans, or you know someone who is planning on going to college, there's no reason they can't go to college. You say, well, we just don't have the money. Well, there's so many things available to you.
There's so many grants and scholarships and opportunities out there.
FAFSA is one of those ways that you can find out how to go about getting money
some aid.
to
That's
attend
right.
college.
That's exactly right.
So that would be very interesting to go to and attend and learn how to do that.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
There will also be a very informative seminar that will be offered by Dr. James Atkins of Southern Medical Oncology. It is Tuesday, February the 26th at 7 p.m. It's an HIV/AIDS seminar. And Dr. Atkins will be giving us a lot of information about how serious this disease is and how it's still very predominant in our community. It starts at 7, and they're saying the doors will be closed at 7 o'clock. That they're also saying that it may not be appropriate for young children.
Yes. So after 7 o'clock, you cannot get in the building. You cannot get in the auditorium.
That's right, the Moffett Auditorium at Wayne Community College, Tuesday, February the 26th,
He's
7
done this
p.m.
for many years, this particular
He
program.
certainly has.
Yeah. All right, here's today's trivia question.
All
You
right,
ready for this?
I'm ready.
You ever heard of the Green Hornet?
Yes, I have.
All right, he is a comic book hero, the Green Hornet. The Green Hornet, and the Green Hornet fans know the answer to this.
Okay.
The Green Hornet had a famous uncle. Who was the Green Hornets' really famous uncle?
I
The red ant is
don't
not
know
right.
because I didn't watch that. I don't
okay.
know. I don't know the comic book character. I've heard of him, but I don't.
Okay.
Not a follower.
The comic
So
book
I have to-
character, it was, the comic book actually was written in about the 30s.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember the guy that created the Green Hornet because he also created his famous uncle.
Huh.
Here's a clue. Now this may you either know it or you don't.
Right.
You may know this. Here's a clue.
Okay.
The Green Hornet's real name was Dan Reed Jr. Now if you take that information and expand Dan Reed Jr.'s really famous.
His great uncle.
Maybe it was his great uncle. Yes, his great uncle had a really famous great uncle.
Obviously, the
Great
last
uncle.
name Reed.
Yeah,
Was he a character too?
he was a character too. Yeah, the Green Hornet's great uncle was indeed a heroic character,
I may know the answer.
but not necessarily with special powers.
Right. Okay. So what I'm thinking of don't have special powers. He was special, but he didn't have
If
special
you
powers.
get this, I'm just gonna cry.
Can I try?
Try.
Well, there's two different ones in mind. Which one should I go with? First thought or second thought? Always go with your first thought. Lone Ranger? Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Is it really?
You rascal, you. Yes, that's right.
Third time in a while. Yay!
You were just. You
I
got
must
this-
have read your book. I must have taken it home and read all the
I
answers.
didn't get it out of here.
Oh, you didn't get it?
No,
Well,
I just
there you
knew
go.
that. Anyway.
How about that? He was what?
You better start going.
You better start going to that book because I don't know the answers in that book.
All right. Let's see. I got to come up with another one here. Let's see.
Too funny.
All
Yay.
right. Let's come up with another. What do you have right now?
Let's see,
Help
what
me
do
out
I
here.
have?
Help me.
Oh, at Wayne Community College, they are having Spring 2 registration. It begins Tuesday, February the 26th from 8 until 4 p.m. This is the second session, which is an 8-week course. You have plenty to choose from. You can start your college career. You must pay by March 4th is the deadline to go ahead and pay your tuition. But Spring 2 registration starts February the 26th. They'll be glad to help you out. They also are offering something which is a little unique. On Wednesday, February the 13th at 4 p.m., the National League for Nursing Accreditation Commission is going to be visiting the college, and it's going to be they're going to hold a public meeting in Walnut Building 101. They're asking our community to share comments and opinions of how the nurses that have been accredited through Wayne Community College are doing. How are they doing in their new jobs? How is the community reacting to so many nurses being hired from Wayne Community College straight at Wayne Memorial Hospital?
I can tell you how they're doing.
How they're doing?
They're doing great.
Aren't they doing great?
They're doing great.
Well, they want to hear your comments. So you can attend Wednesday, February the 13th at 4 p.m., Walnut Room 101. The National League for Nursing Accreditation Commission will be doing a site visit, and they're holding a public meeting. They want to hear from you.
Wow.
Did you find one?
I think I did. You know, when the Social Security was first put into place, the first Social Security number
Yes.
was 1.
Okay, that's what I was going to guess.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0, 1. That was the first one.
Okay.
All right. Telephones. Back in the late 1800s, whose telephone number was 1?
In the 1800s, whose telephone number was
Telephone
one?
number was 1.
Is it a famous person?
It's a famous person. More of a famous place.
I need more than that.
I know.
That's a little generic.
Whose telephone number was number 1? And in the whole place, in the whole city,
Uh-huh.
there was only one other telephone. So if you
Oh.
wanted to talk to somebody on telephone, they had to be at the other end. But there were only 2 telephones in the city, but the telephone number was 1. Who or where was that telephone?
Would it have been the person that invented the telephone?
That's a great answer, and I'm glad you asked that question. The answer to that question is
No. You don't want me to be right today, do you?
Well, Well, yeah, I want you to be right if you know the answer or
I
if you
don't.
guess the answer. You know?
I do not know the answer.
Well, now, if you come on,
I'm trying.
say anything.
I'm trying. It's more of a place.
Yeah.
I don't remember where there was some famous telephone.
Telephone number 1.
Yes.
Telephone number here at the courthouse is 73-something, something, 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 because I
Right.
can never remember the number.
Mm-hmm.
My office number here is 731-1067.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thought I would.
If you'd like to call Wayne.
Well, actually, I won't respond. But you can, if you, as a side note here, it's WGTV at WayneGov.com. I will
Exactly.
respond to that. But besides all that, the telephone number was number 1. Where was that telephone? Answer forthcoming.
All right.
All right.
Well, Wayne, I think we need to go hear what Mr. Mike Haney has to say.
There you go. Wait till you hear about this. This is good stuff. Back with us today is Mike Haney, and Mike is Vice President and existing industry specialist for the Wayne County Economic Development Alliance. Mike, thanks for being with us.
Wayne, pleasure to be here.
Recently, Mike, Diane Ivey from Wayne Community College's Business and Industry Center came by and talked about work-ready communities.
Right.
How does that play into the Development Alliance office?
That is huge. That is part of our readiness piece. And once again, Wayne, we have recruitment, retention, and readiness, and that's under workforce as far as work-ready communities. And this is not just us. This is a collaborative effort of the units of local government, County of Wayne, City of Goldsboro, our public schools, community college, and our industries have all got to buy in to become a work-ready community. And some of the factors that are considered for being a work-ready community involve our graduation rate from our high schools, our numbers of career readiness certificates and percentage of our workforce that has them, and of course Wayne County leads the state in that, and
That's what
I
I
think that's
understand.
awesome. I mean, we've got like 11,000 career readiness certificates that have been issued, and that's coming up on 20% of our total workforce, and that is, I mean, if a industry is looking a place to locate, we can say, hey, we've got the workforce that you need, and that's the number one factor in selecting a location.
An industry is not going to move to a community where they can't find properly trained or well-trained employees, potential employees. They're just not going to do it.
Exactly.
So we have them here.
We do.
So the door's open. What's holding you back? We're right here. Hello. Come on.
And Diane has done an excellent job working with this. The public schools, Dr. McCullen, Earlene Brogdon have done great. Dr. Albertson at the community college, Dr. Taylor at the public schools,
Right.
And all our commissioners are on board. I think everybody's pulling in the same direction, and that's why this has been so successful.
So
for us.
how can you say now, and I know it's true, we have more certificates, CRCs here than anywhere else in the state, in this county, but when you compare that to the population of Mecklenburg County, to Guilford County, to Wake County, even other, Forsyth County, all these highly populated areas, and we are a nest egg for someone right here in Wayne County for a new industry to come in and just take advantage of us and take all these qualified employees.
And that's the way we work at Wayne. We use that as a recruitment tool when we're talking to new industry that is considering Wayne County or existing industry that are looking to expand. And generally the way that works is that even though they're already here, they have other locations spread throughout the country or possibly throughout the world. And when they're looking at putting a piece of it in Wayne County, that is a draw for them locating right here. And we use that too.
Certainly makes sense. North Carolina is expected to be, I believe we're at number 9 population-wise in the country, and And over the next couple of decades, we're expected to, even though other states are growing, we are growing at a faster rate and expected to reach number 7 or 6, or somewhere in that.
Yeah, it seems like I read somewhere where the state of Michigan had 200,000 more citizens than what we had. So, yeah,
well,
I mean.
But we're growing, and we're growing quickly. And a lot of that growth, people are discovering a lot of that growth and potential for qualified workers and individuals right here in eastern North Carolina in Wayne County.
Yes, and the skill sets that they have for somebody coming in, they may have the proper skills. Many of our industries are requiring the career readiness certificate for them to come on board with them. And probably the first stop that they should make is to see Diane Ivy and her staff out at Wayne Community College to get into the program where they can prepare themselves and then test for the CRC.
Yeah.
And the 3 components are reading for information, locating information, and applied mathematics, which are, those skill sets needed in probably 85–90% of the jobs that are out there.
And for people looking for new careers, I'll tell you that's the best way to go, because the new industry coming to the Wayne County area are going to go there to Wayne Community College, to the Business and Industry Center first, to see, well, what do you have, and how can we take advantage of all this this qualified employees, potential employees here in Wayne County.
Yes, and they also have customized training for the industry, because it's not a one-size-fits-all.
Exactly.
And Steve Herring out at the community college does an excellent job as far as putting that together and working with our industries.
We are so fortunate to have that operation, the Business and Industry Center, and Steve and Diane Ivy and everybody out at the college.
Oh, we sure are.
Yeah, very fortunate. And Mike, we're fortunate to have you and Joanna Helms and Jeremy Clayton and of course Tiffany
Creech,
as part Tiffany Creech as part of our Wayne County Economic Development Alliance. And I thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you. And we're back on WGTV today. Mike Haney, our guest, and doing a great job with the county, as everyone in that office, the office of Wayne County Economic Development Alliance.
That's right.
Tiffany and Jeremy, and of course Joanna and Mike, all doing a great job there.
They certainly are.
All right, the Wall That Heals is coming to Wayne County, and we'll be rolling into Goldsboro the week of April 15th. It will be crossing the county line, in fact, on April 16th, rather. Coming in on Highway 70. That's a Tuesday, I believe.
Where will it be located, Wayne?
Well, all that information is going to be set up at Wayne Community College.
That's right.
And we'll have a lot of information about the schedule and the plans, and we'll be doing some videotaping there.
Yes, we will.
And there'll be a whole program. There'll be a flyover, and we want to tell you more about that. And we're still working out details on a lot of things. I'm sort of involved with this and very proud to be associated with this. So that's coming in, and we'll tell you more about it. It's in the middle of April. All right, so stay tuned for more information about that.
That's right, that's right. Well, on March the 2nd at Wayne Community College, they're offering a child care conference. This is with the Partnership for Children of Wayne County, Smart Start, and Wayne Community College. Their keynote speaker is an educator and children's author, Lester.
Where? Oh, Laminack.
We sure that's how it's pronounced?
No.
Lester Laminack.
But it looks like it is.
It does.
Laminack.
He is known for his publications with messages such as issues of bullying. He has written several books. A couple of them are Saturdays and Tea Cakes, Snow Day, Trevor's Wiggly Wobbly Tooth,
Oh, boy.
Jake's 100th Day of School, The Sunsets of Miss Olivia Wiggins, and the list goes on and on.
On and on.
The night before this particular event, he will be at the Arts Council of Wayne County because they're holding their first Friday, which is where you can come and visit with local artists. And he'll be there for a public appearance. You can bring a book, have him sign the book, bring your child if they love his books, and have his picture made. with your child, or just have a conversation with him. And that is going to be on March the 1st at the Arts Council.
Lester Lemonak.
That's right.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
So that's Friday night, and then Saturday morning he'll be at the not the Arts Council, he'll be at the Child Care Conference at Wayne Community College most of the day.
All right.
Fantastic.
Outstanding. All right.
What else you got, Wayne?
Oh, Wayne County Reads is just going on and just really, again, in the 10th year, continues to bring fascinating information and books to Wayne County. And the whole idea is to get people involved in reading.
Exactly. We want to
to
promote literacy.
Yes, promoting literacy. They'll select a book, and this year the book is Bless Me Ultima, and is written by Rudolfo Anaya. And this gentleman has written a book. It's kind of an autobiographical book, as he is a young man growing up in New Mexico. He is a Mexican-American gentleman and has written a book. In fact, I believe this is his second book. He also wrote a book entitled Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Of course.
Yeah, Albuquerque, he wrote that. So this book, Bless Me Ultima, is his book, and that is the book of the Wayne County Reads selection for this year. And throughout the course of February particularly, there will be a ton of stuff to do and see and go to and enjoy.
Exactly. So stay tuned on that. We're going to continue to give you information about Wayne County Reads all throughout the year.
That is exactly right. All right.
Wonderful.
Oh, birthdays for today. Let me take a look here. Guess what?
What?
I don't know.
Well, let's see whose birthdays it is.
Having a birthday today. By the way, today is USO Day.
Great.
The United Service Organization, providing worldwide civilian support for U.S. servicemen and women and their families, was created this day, 1941. And at one time, the ladies' club here in town gave their building, or allowed the USO to move into their building here on North William Street, which is now the Wayne County Museum.
That's exactly right. You know, we have USO representation right here at Seymour Johnson now.
Yes, we do.
We certainly do.
And very proud of that. This, as a sad note, you may remember this is the day, back in 1983, that the world learned that Karen Carpenter had passed away at the age of 32.
So young.
That is heartbreaking. That is. She was just so young and such a talent. Okay, in 1990, police in Seattle, Washington, said a 68-year-old woman, 68 years old now, was arrested.
For what?
Shoplifting. Shoplifting. And what did she shoplift? Well, she lifted a pack of cigarettes, and she blamed Judge Wapner.
Why?
It's all his fault, she said. That Judge Wapner made me do it. She said that she heard the judge, when on TV, he was talking with a fellow by the name of Pat Sajak, who used to have a talk show on TV. And the judge told Pat Sajak, he said, you know, everybody steals at least once in their life. And she had never stolen anything.
So she thought she needed to join the crowd.
She thought she would.
He was not promoting stealing.
No.
Making a statement.
She was just not very smart.
There you go.
Sorry.
Did nobody else have a birthday today?
Birthdays today. Clint Black
Woohoo!
is having a birthday.
Happy birthday, Clint.
Clint Black is age 50
Really?
today. Yes, he is. Why? LT, Lawrence Taylor, having a birthday. He is 53. Is Clint Black 51? I missed that. Okay. So he's 51 today. And Alice Cooper, whose real name is Vincent Fournier, was, as a young man, joined a musical organization named Alice Cooper. Everybody thought that was his name.
He just took it on.
He took it and kept it and then changed it. And that is legally his name. He's 65 today.
Wow.
All right.
Well, that is great.
I think so as well.
That is great.
All right.
Well, let's go on and hear from Kevin Johnson at Wayne County Cooperative Extension.
And my buddy Kevin's got a lot to tell us about. First of all, he's got a job opening for you if you're interested, but maybe, maybe not. Anyway, we're going to hear about that and about a lot of things to do with agriculture here in Wayne County. Today we're talking with Kevin Johnson, who is the director of the Cooperative Extension Service here in Wayne County. Kevin.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
How you doing, man?
Doing great. Doing great.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
You know, we went to a meeting at the Farm Bureau the other day with the commissioners, and it was a very impressive meeting. Farm Bureau meets once a month, I guess, right?
They do, once a month.
Well, first of all, give me a little background. Who is Farm Bureau and what do they do?
Farm Bureau is a of course, it's a grassroots farm organization. It started at least 100 years ago, and basically they are one of the voices of agriculture. And of course, a lot of people think of Farm Bureau, they think of insurance, but really insurance is just a small part of what they are. Really, they are an advocate group for agriculture.
Who happen to have
insurance available. They happen to sell insurance,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, but their focus is on the farmer.
It is. It really is on the farmer.
All right, very good. The program at the Farm Bureau meeting the other day was informative, to say the least. Now, we have some numbers here. You shared numbers with us, and I understand that these numbers will be changing soon.
They will be. They will be. Yeah, we've, of course, in 2011, the farm income was $390 million for Wayne County.
For Wayne County alone?
For Wayne County alone, $390 million. Now, that doesn't include the agribusinesses. That's just the farm income.
The farm income, $390 million is over $1 million a day. 7 days a week,
7 days a week.
52 weeks a year.
Yeah, and that's just on the farm. Of course, if we throw our ag businesses in, which we are a major player with ag businesses, we're getting up close to an $800 million industry.
Now, you know what? If there may be people who have lived here all their lives, not associated with the farming industry, perhaps even someone who is in the farming business, who may not be aware of the importance of Wayne County to the entire nation in farming. Give us some ideas about where we stand compared to some of the other places in the country.
Well, really, there are some areas that are big agriculture in the United States. Of course, Central California and those valleys is huge agriculture. The High Plains, which would be West Texas. Of course, everybody thinks about the Midwest, Illinois, Iowa. That's, of course, big corn and soybean grain country.
And referred to often as the breadbasket.
Breadbasket of America. Yeah. But the exciting thing is right here in eastern North Carolina, we produce a lot of livestock.
A lot of
livestock. We're turkeys, hogs, chickens. And we're one of the major, areas for production in the whole United States. So that makes a huge impact for our area, economic impact for our area.
You gave us a handout at the meeting now these numbers have a little age on them.
They do, and they change from year to year.
Yeah,
they do.
But the latest numbers we have is that we are third in North Carolina in turkey production. We are. Third out of 100 counties.
Yes.
We're third. Out of 100 counties, we're fourth in the state in swine. And in flue-cured tobacco, we're third.
We're third.
Yeah. Now, how does that rank nationally? Well, nationally, Wayne County, our 550 square miles, Wayne County, we are fifth in the nation.
Number 5.
In turkey production. In swine, we're seventh in the entire country. And there's over between 2,000 and 3,000 counties in the whole country.
Yeah, I've seen the number before. It's close to 2,100 counties in the country. So.
And we're seventh nationally in swine production. In flue-cured tobacco, we're third in the country.
Yeah.
These are impressive numbers. We're in the state, we're fourth in wheat. We're sixth in soybeans.
Yeah.
We're eighth in oats. Seventh in sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
We grow a lot of sweet potatoes.
We're one of the major players in sweet potatoes. And it's amazing. Of course, eastern North Carolina is, again, a geographic area known for sweet potatoes. And the only other place really in the country is Louisiana and Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And so these two geographic areas, pretty much control the sweet potato market for the whole United States.
Yeah.
So
we do have quite a bit in cattle.
Yeah.
Beef cows. We do well with all cattle. We're 24th in the state, in the top quarter.
And it's interesting. The reason that we're high in cattle, right now there's money to be made in cattle, but cattle kind of goes along with our swine industry because we have swine waste. We have to put it out on grasses. So we put it out on Bermuda grass. So we have a lot of hay. So in order to utilize that hay, we have a lot of cattle. So
it just makes sense, but I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought here in Wayne County, in the eastern part of North Carolina, in the eastern part of the country, that would be so big in the cattle industry.
Yeah, usually you think, 20, 30 years ago, if you thought about cattle in North Carolina, you would have thought about Statesville, Hickory, Shelby, that Piedmont, Wilkesboro, that Piedmont lower mountain range. And there are still a lot of cattle up there, but we're still a significant player.
We're doing pretty well. Broilers, a whole bunch of broilers, 19 million broilers, chickens
are being produced, and it's, of course, we have Case Farms right here.
That's right.
And so
on Pecan Road.
Right on Pecan Road, and so we've got chickens being raised right here in Wayne County that are ending up at KFC.
That's right.
So it's amazing.
Right.
Even in our grocery stores. Yeah. Of course, Butterball. Goldsboro Milling is the parent company for Butterball, right. And of course we have a lot of Butterball growers right here in Wayne County.
We sure do. In fact, you can drive out into any rural neighborhood and see the signs. Butterball farm.
Exactly.
And what that is they subcontract to Butterball.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever turkeys they raise or poultry they raise, they're under contract with Butterball.
Exactly.
Turkeys raised in Wayne County, 4 million. That's a lot of turkeys.
It's a lot of turkeys. So, we are very well known for turkeys, and, turkey is a very popular product. Of course, everybody thinks about turkeys at Christmas, and right. they think about it, at Thanksgiving, of course. But, it's very popular sandwich meat. It's very lean.
I love it as a sandwich meat.
Yeah.
When I go to get sandwich meat, I stay away from bologna. I stay away from everything else. I get the turkey. Yeah. Because it's a healthier meat.
Very healthy, very delicious. So a lot of these sub places that people go to now, they're getting turkey sandwiches, and so it's just amazing the products that we raise right here in Wayne County.
It is.
That we're consuming on a daily basis.
Well, tell me now, farming in general has grown and it's changed. It's become technologically advanced. And people who are not associated with the farming industry wouldn't have thought about it being technologically advanced. But give me an idea of some of the technology involved, say, for instance, with just your basic farm tractor.
Yeah,
how's that changed over the last few years?
It's really amazing. Of course, 40, 50 years ago, it was a lot of open tractors, old tractors. Of course, you even had mules still on the farm.
Well, sure you did.
Especially 50 years or so back.
Gee and haw, and hey, I used to stand behind the tobacco sled and whip that mule into pulling that sled.
And hoped he went in the right direction.
And hoped he did, yeah. Now, he didn't always do that, but then my uncle had an old Ford 8N, was it?
Yeah.
Something like that, tractor. But and that was a lot of fun to drive.
It was, but now, our equipment is getting so technologically advanced. Just the other day I was in a tractor with a farmer, and he had GPS guidance in it. Mm-hmm. And of course, basically it was just like a car that has GPS, but except the technology was in it that it would steer for him. It had auto steer technology.
Auto steer. The tractor,
so he had to turn it around at the end of the row, and he straightened it up, and then he just took his hands off the wheel, and it kept him straight. And what's great about that is human error. If we're driving a tractor, we can get off a little bit, just a few inches. Yeah. Well, a few inches in agriculture is a lot of money.
A lot of money.
You could be doubling up your seed, you could be doubling up your chemicals, fertilizer, and that's money. So if you double up, or even if you leave a gap, then you're unutilizing, a certain amount of land. So if you use this GPS technology, and it's great, it does it precisely. It's
that tractor stays online.
It stays online. So that technology is great, and you talk to the farmers, and it saves them a lot of money. It's very, I don't know how much the technology costs, but it usually doesn't take them long to justify that. That's how much they're saving. So that's, that's some of the equipment technology. I guess some of the most important technology that is out there is our varieties. It's in the genetics.
Yeah.
We've gone from raising corn. 100 years ago, if we averaged 15 bushels on corn, we were doing good. Now, if we don't get 150 bushels, we're disappointed. And that's genetics, and it's these varieties that our companies are producing, and that's how we're going to feed the world in the future. That's right. Because they don't make any more farmland. We lose farmland every day. So that's how we're going to continue to feed the world, is with technology.
Well, we're already ahead of the game in our production of food for the entire country and for the entire world. We have food going out of the country
all the time. Yeah,
all the time.
I mean, we export from Wayne County. We're exporting food. Of course, we've tried to feed the people in America, but we're trying to feed the world, and we need to continue to provide food for ourselves. I don't feel like we need to get in a situation where we're bringing food in from other countries.
Right.
That's not a good thing for America.
No, we've done that.
We've done it, and it's not good. We don't need to rely on other countries. We need to provide our own food, and so it's a national security issue, in my opinion.
It is.
So we just need to continue to promote our farms. We need to support farming.
Support farming.
Yeah, a lot of times we hear about the Farm Bill and we hear about all these things in the news, but we're supporting, the #1 industry in North Carolina, the #1 industry in Wayne County. We're the #1 industry in America, and guess what? I tell people this all the time. There's only a few things we need in this world, and food is one of them.
That's right.
And of course, fiber, clothing, that's cotton.
That comes,
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's, and even forestry is part of agriculture.
Yeah.
So, food, fiber, wood products, that's agriculture.
And we're very proud of our farming community here in Wayne County, North Carolina.
We are.
We are.
And what do? We dig it.
We dig
it.
As a matter of fact, we're about out of time here, Kevin, but I wanted to ask you, if you would, to mention what happened to John Sanderson. John's gone to the family farm.
He has. John was our crops agent, and he had only been with us for a little over a half a year. He had done a fantastic job, but things just didn't work out. He had an opportunity. He was farming a little on the side, and he's decided to go home and farm, and he's going to do some crop consulting. And I really hate to lose him, but I hope that we can fill that position quickly and have some help out there for our farmers. We're going to provide them the help, but it would be nice to have some support.
Have that agent there. Okay, well, if you feel you're qualified, call Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. Give me a call.
That's 731-1525.
1521.
21, that's what I said.
1521. 25 will work too.
Well, they will, but 1521 will get right to you.
Yeah.
Kevin Johnson's the agent, the director rather, for the Cooperative Extension Service, and you're an agent as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a little bit of everything.
Whatever.
Bottle washer, floor sweeper, and all that stuff.
Whatever you want me to do.
Wallpaper hanger and all that stuff. Is Kevin Johnson with the Cooperative Extension Service, 731-1521. Thank you very much there, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right. And we're back on WGTV today, Wayne Goldsboro Television.
That's right. Well, I learned a lot. Every time I hear Kevin talk, I really do learn a lot about cooperative extension and our agriculture and just all of what cooperative extension does and offers.
Wayne County is so important.
Yes, we are.
To providing food to the state and nationally as well. And if you heard what Kevin was saying about where we stand and how we rank in so many things, you can see how important agriculture is to Wayne County. It makes a lot of money for us too.
Yes, it does.
But it also feeds the country. Now,
yes, you got an answer.
I have an answer for our trivia question today. The trivia question was, whose telephone number was number 1? Whose telephone number was number 1? This is in the late 1800s when telephones were just coming around. That telephone number was assigned to a gentleman by the name of Rutherford B. Hayes.
Rutherford B. Hayes.
He was president of the United States, and he wanted a telephone. So they put one in the White House, and that's the telephone number to the White House.
Number 1.
You could dial number 1 and get the White House. Unfortunately, there was only one other telephone in Washington at that time.
Who had that one?
And that one was at the Treasury Department. It says here that Hayes rarely used the phone anyway because the only other phone in Washington was at the Treasury Department. And because there were no telephone operators or switchboards or anything like that, the wires from Hayes' telephone at the White House ran from the White House telegraph room out the window,
oh my goodness,
down to the ground and across to the Treasury Department in Washington, D.C. in 1879. Yeah, they
had cans and listen to.
They say, look, I've got your minestrone soup here.
Can you print a little more money today?
Yeah, that's it. And that's
funny.
Phone number 1.
I guess it's still not number 1 today.
No,
so if you dial 1, you will not get the White House.
You can go to whitehouse.gov and get their phone number. Of course, no one will answer, but you can get it. It goes to a recording.
There you go.
What else do we have today?
Oh, goodness, let's see. What do we have?
Today is the 4th, so don't forget, next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, is the A.J. Bullard will be talking at Moy Library in Mount Olive, and the program's topic will be medicinal and native plants of the Carolinas. That will be, if you're a gardener or if you grow things, you enjoy growing things, you're just curious, I guarantee you he's a fascinating speaker. He will give you a lot of good information.
Tonight is City Council meeting. We want to remind everybody about that. So tonight at 5 p.m. we'll have the work session in the large conference room on the 2nd floor of the City Hall Annex. And then, of course, at 7 o'clock we'll have our formal meeting in City Hall Chambers. Let's see, that is at 7. It'll be videotaped so you can see it on YouTube. I will also have it on our Vimeo channel. And then I guess tomorrow morning is going to be the
County Commissioners meeting.
That's
and that begins with a briefing at 8 o'clock in the City County building room. And that starts at 8 o'clock, the briefing does, and then the meeting itself will begin at 9 o'clock. And you're invited to attend both meetings.
That's
there you go,
right.
starting at 8 o'clock. And then continuing on till the rest of the morning. And we'll be streaming it live. Audio, that is. Audio will be streamed live from our website, waynegov.com. Get information there, all right? Streaming live from our website. So join us tomorrow morning at the County Commissioners meeting, tonight
at 5 p.m. and then again at 7 p.m. will be the formal meeting for City Council, and ours will be filmed live, and of course it will be on Channel 10 at a later time.
There you go. So join us as well tomorrow morning here at 7 o'clock for WGTV Today, every day, Monday through Friday.
That's right.
And then the program repeats throughout the day at noon, at 5:30, and then again in the evening, and then again on the weekends. Or you can join us online.
Yes, you can. There's many opportunities. You can go to both the city and the county's websites and click right on the YouTube icon, and it'll take you straight to all the saved programs that we have done since day one, which was way back in September, the beginning of September.
They're all archived right there.
They certainly are.
On
So
YouTube.
thank you for joining us. We hope you're learning more about what's happening locally in your community. And if you have things that you'd like to share with us, make sure you email it to
WGTV@waynegov.com.
There you go.
And until tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.